Two men entered the music industry, and for nearly 3 decades, nobody truly saw their faces. They performed behind robot helmets, avoided celebrity culture, rarely gave interviews. And in 2021, without warning, they disappeared. No farewell tour, no final performance, just silence. This is the story of the most mysterious duo in modern music history. This is Daft Punk, Paris, France, late 1980s. Two teenagers meet at school, Thomas Bangalter and Guy Manuel de Homem Christo. Both are obsessed with music. Both feel disconnected from the people around them. Together they form a small rock band called Darlin. The project goes nowhere. Then a music critic reviews their sound and describes it as daft punky trash. Most young musicians would have been discouraged by that. Instead, Thomas and Guy Manuel did something unexpected. They turned the insult into their identity. Daft Punk was born. In the mid-1990s, Daft Punk made a decision that changed everything. They would stop appearing publicly as themselves. No celebrity image, no personal branding, no obsession with fame, only music, and eventually, robot helmets. Years later, Thomas Bangalter explained that fame felt dangerous, that modern celebrity culture slowly erased individuality. The helmets became more than costumes. They became protection, a way to separate art from ego. While the rest of the industry fought desperately for attention, Daft Punk chose anonymity. And somehow, that mystery made the world even more obsessed with them. In 1997, Daft Punk released their debut album, Homework. The sound felt completely different from anything else happening at the time. Electronic music mixed with funk, house, disco, and raw experimentation. Tracks like Around the World and Da Funk exploded internationally. Clubs across the world were suddenly filled with music made by two anonymous producers from Paris. Nobody knew much about them, but everyone knew the sound. And that was exactly how Daft Punk wanted it. Then came Discovery in 2001, and everything changed again, one more time. Harder, better, faster, stronger, digital love. Songs that would eventually become timeless classics. The album blended electronic music with emotion, nostalgia, funk, and futuristic sound design in a way almost nobody had heard before. And then came the live performances. Instead of traditional concerts, Daft Punk created massive visual experiences, giant pyramids, synchronized lights, lasers, and robotic imagery. For many fans, it wasn't just a concert. It felt like stepping into another world. People waited years for the chance to see them live, and for those who finally did, it became unforgettable. Then came 2013, Random Access Memories, an album inspired by live instrumentation, vintage recording techniques, and classic disco influences. At the center of it all was one song, Get Lucky featuring Pharrell Williams. The track became unavoidable. Radio stations, festivals, nightclubs everywhere. The album went on to win multiple Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year. At that point, Daft Punk were no longer simply electronic artists. They had become global cultural icons. And they achieved it all while remaining almost completely hidden behind the masks. Then came February 22nd, 2021. Without warning, Daft Punk uploaded a short video titled Epilogue. Two robots walk silently through a desert. One stops, the other walks away. Then, an explosion. No explanation, no interviews, no final speech. After 28 years together, Daft Punk was over. The internet exploded within minutes. Fans around the world struggled to believe it was real. But in the end, Daft Punk left the same way they lived. Quietly, mysteriously, and entirely on their own terms. Today, the influence of Daft Punk can be heard across modern music. Artists like Kanye West, The Weeknd, Pharrell Williams, and Beyoncé all borrowed inspiration from their sound and creativity. But what made Daft Punk truly different was never just the music. It was the mystery, the silence, the refusal to become ordinary celebrities. In a world where everyone is trying to be seen, Daft Punk became legends by hiding their faces and letting the art speak for itself. Subscribe for more untold stories behind the artists who changed music forever.